These are the great days, aren't they, Martin? Man City, the champions here, and not just beaten, but really well beaten, 5-1.
Yeah, it was a top game, top performance, and yeah, with the fans, the atmosphere, and in the end, the score sheet like that is, yeah, can't be better. So very happy.
Kai, how did you do it?
Yeah, I think we managed to press them quite well. Didn't give them much time. I mean, still they're a top team, and sometimes they beat the press. But I think our energy was good. We used our chances, and yeah, at the end, I think it was a good game.
So you two are absolutely key to that press, leading that press. What is key to getting that right? You know, like going, but maybe not going too early, luring them in, that kind of thing.
I think it's a timing, you know. I mean, we train it a lot of times, and I think it's not only us two; it's everyone. I think when we push and go to the defensive players, everyone needs to push through, and I think the energy there is very important. And obviously, we are the first ones to press, but the rest of the team, they're doing it excellent as well.
And of course, it all started with you two, Kai laying on your goal for you, Martin. Just a word for Kai. I mean, you all love him. You can hear the crowd love him. How important is he to this team?
Yeah, massive impact again today. You know, you see everything he does. He score again, assist. He's always there. You know, with and without the ball, massive impact. So yeah, top player. So yeah, good to have him in the team.
Yeah, pleased to see the goal go in, obviously. But I mean, I won't go into too many history books, but you've had to wait a little bit for the goal.
Yeah, yeah, it was about time. It was good, you know. And after we didn't stop, we just kept on going. And in the end, I think we got what we deserved, and yeah, it was a good one.
Okay, lovely confident finish for your goal. How did you feel seeing that go in?
Yeah, it was nice. I think I was a bit frustrated from the chance of the first half, so I thought to myself, I need to score one. And yeah, when I saw it going in, obviously I was very happy.
Did you just, when Martin was talking about you, did you just say not enough, something like that when Martin was talking? Just as Martin was talking about you a second ago?
No, I said it's enough because he was so positive about me.
Yeah, you're quite a partnership, you two, aren't you, Martin?
Yeah, we have a good connection. You know, we understand each other. You know, I know where he wants the ball and where he wants to move, and yeah, intelligent player. You know, so it's good to play with him, and yeah, not just him, the whole team. I think we have a great connection. You know, everyone, and we know each other so well now, and yeah, you can really see that on the pitch.
Well done, guys. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Because when you get a result like this against a team like that, you have to soak it up and enjoy it, right?
Yeah, it's very much what the stadium needed in respect of where Arsenal are going and how we're playing. The narrative kind of goes a little bit from feast to famine all the time, and you're looking at the team and what they're trying to do, and they're constantly trying to get better with everything that's gone against them. They're still right amongst it, and I think a performance like this against the City side that seemed to be looking like they were coming out of the doldrums a little bit is a magnificent performance. What a fantastic performance.
What does that do for Arsenal's self-belief now in terms of the timing of this, having seen Liverpool go 9 clear, not just to beat City, but the manner in which they did it, Michael?
Well, exactly. All of a sudden you look at it, don't you, think, right, well, Arsenal have still got to play Liverpool. Liverpool have still got to play some tough games. Away in the Merseyside derby next is not going to be easy. There's only 6 points between them now. All of a sudden you just think, could they? They're in some form. Going into this game they were in brilliant form. And that performance was as good as it gets. Imagine what the feeling is amongst the club. Not just the first team, not just the fans. Imagine the academy. There's a 17-year-old kid curling a ball into the far corner. There's a left-back that's just played one of the best games I've seen from a left-back all season, who's only 18.
Playing to the crowd when
well.
The Ian Wright fan club's watching us as well.
No, it's not the fan club. This is what it's about. It means everything to us in what's going on with our manager. Our manager gets a lot of stick. He's trying to build a team that can challenge these teams like City, like Liverpool. We're seeing what Liverpool are doing. And all you've got to do is put in performances like this. So as then Liverpool know, if they do slip up, Arsenal are ready to take advantage. And that's what we need to do. Be ready to take the chance. And that's why we need to take them chances some of the times.
Yeah, they're now on the longest unbeaten run in the Premier League since Mikel Arteta came to the club, Joe.
Yeah, excellent performance today and an unbeaten run, but ultimately they're just trying to put pressure on the top. Today's a great moment. I'm sure they'll take a lot of momentum from it. But Liverpool, I think it'll just be hurting Arsenal, the fact that they've chased City down now. That was who they've had in their sights this whole time. It's who they've had their eyes on. They've turned them over here. They look like they had their number. They had the belief to beat them. But then to just have Liverpool, I know, look, we're saying Liverpool have done nothing wrong. They've done absolutely nothing wrong. They've put in a great performance yesterday at Bournemouth. They keep taking care of business. But Arsenal can feel good today, and I'm sure they will.
That's the heartbreaking thing.
He's playing to the crowd.
Oh, he
now.
loves it. Doesn't he? Let him sing to the crowd. And we'll keep talking.
We'll carry on our conversation, right? You go and talk to your people.
The heartbreaking thing for Arsenal is they must have started this season and think, come on, we've got Manchester City in our eyes. If we can beat them, we're going to do it. And the heartbreaking thing, as I say, is they're absolutely ahead of City.
They keep breaking boundaries, but they need to break the number one boundary. That's the most important thing.
Exactly.
But in terms of belief, in terms of an injection in confidence, if they needed it, that they can compete with the very best and do it, as I say, in that manner today, what does that say?
Yeah, we're talking about a City side that's kind of like coming out of a little bit of a poor spell, trying to get themselves going, made a couple of signings, you know. They're trying to gel it all together at the minute, and I thought that obviously Chelsea, if they won today as well, you start thinking, okay, we're starting to see some stabilising, but that made us all like, where's that come from? But like, you have to say, the way Arsenal continued to play, they put the pressure on, they kept the pressure on City at the back, on Phil Foden, giving the ball away, kept the pressure on them, didn't give no chances to Erling Haaland, even though he scored, and they kept it tight. It felt very tight. It felt like they had to earn every single thing what they tried to get today, City, and then we took chances, win games.
I just want to put this into context today. That is only the second time that a Pep Guardiola side has conceded 5 goals in any competition in his managerial career.
Yeah.
That's what Arsenal have done today.
Yeah, but Steve, I agree with that, and it is a big moment, but City they've took some big results this season, 4 at home to Tottenham. This is not City who are cruising high at the top of the league. This is a City that a few teams have felt it. You know, I was away at Brentford. They never laid down at 2-0. People aren't scared of Manchester City at the moment.
But this is an Arsenal side, Joe, where people were saying, and we were talking right at the top of our show today, can they score goals? Can they finish the chances? Can they beat Manchester City playing like this?
I agree, and full credit to Arsenal today. And the thing that really struck me, like I say, wasn't the 2-1, wasn't turning it around after 2-1. A deflected goal can happen. Partey is a bit of a hopeful shot, hit Stones' back. It was the fact they wanted 3. Then they didn't want to just sit on 3, they wanted 4. And at the end, they're having a party and they're scoring the 5th. That was the most impressive thing for me. So they really grew from this game.
Yeah, City didn't have a shot since the equaliser.
No. As Wrighty said, they beat them in all areas, really. They didn't look like landing a glove on Arsenal today, right from minute 1. I was so impressed with Arsenal. And if they keep playing like that,
what impressed you the most? What impressed you the most? Because we were so close to the action here. I mean, the speed of the play and the strength and the pressing. But what impressed you the most, or perhaps surprised you the most today about Arsenal?
Yeah, I think their attitude and their belief to it, really.
You the most today about Arsenal?
Yeah, I think their attitude and their belief to it, really. In that, I mentioned before the game, they've only beat 2 teams this season in the top half. You know, you go back over the last few years, they never beat Manchester City. Manchester City always beat them or they draw.
Yeah.
You know, in the big games, that might just have broken the shackles now. They can take on the champions and absolutely blitz them. And now they shouldn't be scared of anybody that comes to this place, or for that matter, wherever they go in the country.
I think they've already, when you're talking about playing here, especially, the crowd's ready to be like they were today. I think that on many occasions we've seen, again, I'm repeating myself a bit, but you need to take those chances for you to get comfortable in the game and give you that energy to keep working at what you're doing. You get that next goal, like Joe was saying, you go for the next one. And then you'll see even teams as good as City, they end up, you demoralise them, and then you just keep finishing them. And that's what we haven't done enough of in this season, particularly, missing a lot of chances. And if we could take them, we could probably do that to most teams in this league.
Right, do you think that Kai Havertz goal is a huge message for Arsenal today? The fact that obviously that narrative could have been groaning and moaning, you know, missing that chance at 1-0, going 1-1. But for him, I know it was only a 4th goal, but it was the 4th goal with the attitude and the composure that he took it.
It's funny because me and Mike was saying, you know, Mike, obviously the chance that we had when it was 1-0, and when it was 3-1, you're in a different headspace.
Right.
You know, he actually came back, Joe, cut inside someone, and then had to curl it over there. Whereas when he was there, he just needed to get it on target on the left. And sometimes it frees your mind up when you've got to go through when you're 3-1 and when you are 1-0 down. You know?
That's a really interesting point Joe's making, though. At 3-1, we've seen a lot of managers bring on extra players, make sure, game management, see it out. There was none of that from Arsenal today. The hunger, as he says, was there to go and get more.
Smelt blood, didn't he?
Sorry to interject. Usually we're very close to it, right? And it wasn't Arteta, you know, with how animated he can be. It was the team.
Very good
The
point.
team wanted it. Martin Odegaard, when he pressed, he didn't just run.
Yeah.
He ran, slinging his arms back like this, saying, come with me. Declan Rice and Partey was so tidy to not get a mention, but they were excellent in just backing Odegaard up and freeing him up to really put the pressure on.
Yeah, you know, we spoke before the game as well about the goalkeeper situation and that Addison, you know, you'd possibly lose that ball over the top into Haaland's feet. And that could have played a part. That could have given Arsenal a little bit more impetus to go and press. But I just think that the way they did
لماذا رفض دي بروين ولوكاكو خوض مواجهتي فرنسا وإيطاليا؟ يفتقد منتخب بلجيكا خدمات قائد كيفن دي بروين والمهاجم روميلو لوكاكو عند مواجهة فرنسا وإيطاليا خلال الشهر الجاري في دوري الأمم الأوروبية. الأسابيع الأخيرة تحدثت اللاعبان مع المدرب دومينيكو تيديسكو. الاتحاد البلجيكي مقتنع بأن كليهما سيبقان في المنتخب الوطني على الأقل حتى كأس العالم مقبل عام 2026 وفقا للصحافة المحلية. قد ذكر صحيفة لو سواريز وسودي بريس أن اللاعبين لن يتركا المنتخب، لكنهما اعتذرا عن عدم المشاركة بسبب رغبتهما في الحصول على بعض الراحة. وكان لوكاكو البالغ من العمر 31 عاما قد غاب بالفعل آخر استدعاء أوائل سبتمبر أيول الماضي، حيث كان في خضم الانتقال من تشيلسي إلى نابولي. وقال المدرب تيديسكو في ذلك الوقت أنه يعتمد على هداف بلجيكا التاريخي مستقبلا. وتغلبت بلجيكا على 1-3 وخسرت أمام فرنسا 2-0 بدوري الأمم الأوروبية، وستواجه إيطاليا في 10 أكتوبر الشوط الأول في روما، وفرنسا في 14 من نفس الشهر في بروكسل. غضب دي بروين. شارك دي بروين 33 عاما في تلك المباريات. كان غاضبا للغاية بعد مباراة فرنسا بسبب الأداء السيء للمنتخب، وذهب إلى حد القول إن بعض زملائه في الفريق لم يقوموا بعملهم على أرض الملعب. وأشار وسائل الإعلام البلجيكية إلى أن دي بروين وجه كلمات جارحة لزملائه في غرفة الملابس. وخشيت الصحافة المحلية ذلك الوقت أن يقال دي بروين مغادر المنتخب، كما فعل زملاء آخرون من الجيل الذهبي لكرة القدم البلجيكية مثل إيدين هازار ويان فيرتروغن وتيبو كورتوا، على الرغم من أن الأخير سيكون على استعداد من حيث المبدأ للعودة إذا تغير المدرب.